Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Turn starts inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Boy, I love this call here to open up the national championship. All the pressure, all the hype, the build-up for this game. Instead of easing their way into it, why not take a shot? You see a one-on-one matchup you like, you trust the quarterback, you take a shot, and it pays off.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buffalo. On the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead, he took it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a quick grab.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On the ground, it's Tucker. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Now it's second down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
No, kick it away here. And the punt goes out of bounds. That's a great job. They'll spot it down around the 5-yard line. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Back to throw again. Trying to extend the play. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Arizona has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's that defense shifting again. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Sokma with a strong tackle there. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Gives it to the back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. The linebacker shifting around now. They go with a direct snap. Got a lane. Can he get in? Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting off the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. And he drops back in the gun. Close to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. I thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And this game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. On first down, it's play action. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. Running with purpose. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buffalo. That puts him on top in the second half.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Third down, out of the shotgun. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He's going to hand this off. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. And there's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The offense now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball, bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
breaks loose at the 45. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Touchdown, Arizona. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tucker. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the left side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Handoff running right.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Bringing it out, it's Tucker. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Tucker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
And it's a bunch formation. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A fourth down completion to the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Looking for a gap. It's Tucker. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Important second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Arizona now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for 6 to the end zone, but incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Touchdown, Arizona. This passing game is on fire today. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tucker. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
1st down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 in the final quarter. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Buffalo. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Fox. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, a reverse. Running through the tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Fox. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st down and 10 now. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.